Hello everyone and welcome to Infused Transitions. I am going to be doing a reading today of, we're just going to get a card for your past, your present, and your future. And we're going to just kind of take it from there and see what comes forward. I am going to begin with the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. And then, of course, for clarifiers, I would be bringing in my tarot deck. So I've got the Gilded Tarot Royal, Radiant Wise, Spirit Tarot, and the Gilded Tarot. All right. If I bring in other decks, I will try to remember to tell you the names of the decks as I go. These have all been pre-shuffled, but I'm just going to do a few quick little shuffles here. Just so that you all know, I am an intuitive reader. This means that I channel the messages, and as they come through, that's what I relay. And those messages may or may not be what you would see in the books that come with the various decks usually. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping in and deciding to join us. We're so glad that you're here. We hope that you enjoy us and begin to subscribe and begin to be a regular with us. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, if the videos resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button, as that gets us out here for others to benefit from the messages. And then don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell to let you know when I get put new content up. Yes, this helps me, but it also helps the channel, and it helps these messages to get out to others who could possibly benefit from them as well. So without any further ado, we're going to get going. So we're going to first just be asking for a card about your past. Let's get a card for the past, please. This is a general reading for the collective. These readings are timeless, so whenever you find it, that is the right time for you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Can we get a card for the past, please? Self-love. So, I mean, it is pretty self-explanatory. I think it's coming into the past because for some, maybe this is something that you used to do, but you have, it has fallen by the wayside. And this is just a gentle reminder that, you know, hey, you do know how to do this. You used to do this in the past. It's important to pick this back up again for yourself. For others, it is just saying, you know, yes, you've started your journey, and you've recognized at some point along the way the importance of self-love. For some of you, maybe this is, you know, again, take it how it resonates. Time is fluid. Though I'm doing, you know, past, present, future, again, it's a collective reading. So there may be some over here, some people who are going to be over here, and that's going to be their present. Some people, their present's going to be here or here. You know, it's just take it how it resonates. Flip it how it works, how it resonates for you as to what is for you right now and what is your past and future and all that. All right, can we get a card for the present, please? Can we get a card for the present, please? Thank you. Yep, beauty. Look at that. So there's, yeah, okay. Let me just get the last one. So let's get a card for the future, please. A card for the future, please. Oh my. All right. Well, 2 came out. And we have change on the bottom of the deck with release and sovereignty. Yeah. All right. So, you know, this is just the bottom of the deck, but just quickly looking at what we have here. So we have self-love. we have beauty, trust, and balance, okay? On the bottom of the deck, you had change, release, and sovereignty. So I can see right off the bat how these are all relating to one another, right? We start out with this self-love. We start out with investing in ourselves, right? Self-love, self-care, self-nurturing, just really looking to get mind, body, spirit healthy, getting it into a state that is balanced, aligned, and harmonious, right? This is about inner beauty and outer beauty, but it is inner beauty that is going to bring about the biggest bang for your buck, if you will, right? Trust the process, because this is bringing balance. This is bringing your various selves, your various lives. This is bringing you to a state of balance, alignment, and harmony. It is going to bring in change, right? Change can sometimes make us feel like we're just pushing against this thing we can't move. And we don't even realize, look how flowy that is. We don't even realize how much we are changing and moving everything. But persevering, right? Releasing all of that garbage that is just not serving us anymore, and we're just been carrying it around. And this is really about stepping into our sovereignty, honoring our sovereignty, and really nurturing ourselves to get to this state of being Queen of the Moon, the sovereignty. But yeah, all right. So we have self-love, we have beauty, and we have trust and balance. So the interesting thing I find about trust and balance coming out together, for one, for the trust, she's still within this like see-through egg, okay? So it's still things that are in development, meaning there are still things that are being taken care of. There are still things that need nurturing. There are still things that might be in the beginning stages of the work being done around that. It is the gestation period, if you will, the incubation period, if you will. If you are into spirit animals, totem animals, animal energy, we have a goose of some kind. I'm not sure what kind that is. And then what appears to be a mallard duck, a female there. Both of them giving that support. One is literally giving that nourishment and support, and the other one is watching and, you know, do you need anything, ready there to lend a hand. For some, this could be about finding your people, finding your community that can be those supporters for you. For others, it's just draw on the animal energy, draw on animal energy to come in and support and assist you. Or for others, it may be about you know, inviting these spirit animals to come in and walk with you through this part of your journey. We also have butterflies. There's several butterflies. So this is a lot of metamorphosis, transformation, the going from the caterpillar to the butterfly. And it all starts with this self-love. It all starts with that self-love. And the interesting thing about, I was going to say about this coming out together with the trust and the balance, do you see how she has it all balanced? It's all balanced, but do you see how she can't see? She's trusting her intuition. She is trusting her intuition. She is trusting spirit. She is trusting the guidance that she's getting. And she has mastered this way of being sovereignty, right? She's holding that. She's holding that in her center. She's very centered. She's very together in her spiritual journey. And it's just saying, you know, it's trusting the process. It's trusting your intuition. It's trusting that spirit is going to be there for you, to guide you, to assist you, to support you. All right. Let's see. Let's expand on the self-love, please. Let's expand on the self-love. something else flip? Nope. All right, we have release and resilience. Release and resilience. I mean, look at the burdens on this woman's back. Hunched over, carrying it all, and she's still going. But the point is she doesn't have to do that. She does not have to do that if she would just release. And this is falling underneath the self-love. So to me, this is saying if if you're struggling in this, it's because you're carrying around all of these burdens. And a lot of times they're not even truly ours, but we have taken them on as ours. How are you going to feel beautiful on the inside, healthy on the inside? How are you giving yourself self-love and self-care if you're carrying around all of this burden? Yes, we are resilient, but do you want to be resilient in carrying burdens, or do you want to be resilient in knowing which burdens to release, to let go, and continue to move forward? Also notice how their backs are to each other. And like when you put them the other way, right? It's like they're still not looking at each other. They're missing each other. Like missing the communication, missing seeing each other, missing seeing the benefit. And in this resilienceness, in this resilient card, it looks like, she's really had to climb up a hill, a cliffside, a mountainside, something very rocky. And she did it. She did it because she's very resilient. But again, it really feels like most of it isn't even your burden to carry. It really does. It really feels like there's just all this stuff that, and when we are trying to carry everybody else's stuff for them, right? We take it on as for them. We just tell ourselves, oh no, I'm just worrying. I'm not really doing, we tell ourselves all sorts of stuff, right? To ignore, to sugarcoat, to out and out lie to ourselves, right? But if you really want to get into a place where you're in this place of self-love, you have the inner and outer beauty, you're taking care of yourself, you've detoxified, yes, your body, but also spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, right? You're trusting the process and you're trusting your intuition to bring in that balance and being able to balance things even though you don't have all the information. You might not know it all. You might not be, very far in your journey or whatever, but all of that is kind of a moot point if we would just begin and just start. I just did another reading and it was a lot about this. I want to say it was a card that came out that was like self-care or something like that from another deck, but the message was the same. But in this particular case, it is saying there is some big things that it is going to be really important for you to release. And by releasing them, that is going to assist you on this journey up here. Okay. And there might be a big release right at the beginning, and then there's going to be more things that will come forward for you to release along the way because, things are in layers. It's a journey. It's a process, All right. What else can we expand on for this beauty? What can you expand on for the beauty, please? Let's expand on the beauty, please. Let's expand on the beauty, please. Give us at least one more. Yeah. All right. Okay, we've got wisdom. And you see she's reaching. She's reaching for the stars. Now, she's in a boat, but she's on a sea of clouds. And she's standing on a bunch of books. And she took the ladder to get up there, and she's still reaching farther for the stars, right? So, she's already up in the clouds. She's got all this wisdom and knowledge, but she's still reaching for more. This is about being, again, yes, resilience. This is about resiliency, but it's also about doing the work. It's pulling on what you already do know. It's pulling on being willing to think outside the box, because again, this is a boat not on water, but on clouds. It's, you know, reach for those stars. It may seem impossible sometimes in our journey. Trust. It can seem impossible. It can seem like it's just never ending. It can, trust me, I get it. It can seem like times it's like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this for so many years. What's happening here? Why is it? Well, trust the process. Yeah, it's, you know, pulling on that wisdom, continuing to reach. And it is, you know, understanding the wisdom of the self-love and the self-care, understanding the wisdom that is in doing that, understand the wisdom that is in the releasing, right? And then we got patience. And this card always makes me think of, you know, being in the womb, and there's that birthing canal, and, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, it's opening up, but I'm not there yet, right? So it's like, I can see this, I can see, you know, she can see the stars and reaching for them, right? But it isn't something that she's already right there. She's not sitting on a star, right? So it's not there yet. But the promise is, you know, that, as they say, it's, you know, someday everything is going to make sense, right? And like, there's things that I understand now and that make sense to me now that happened, you know, in my childhood or in my teen years or as a young adult, et cetera, et cetera. And I see how they've played a role. And I see how even the most horrendous things I've been through, and trust me, I've been through a lot, I see now how those pushed me to birth and step into new stages, new seasons of my life and new ways of being. And that just continues to grow and expand. It's not like a one and done. It's just, it's interesting. It really is interesting. It's not always fun. It's not always easy. And it can get very frustrating along the way. But that's part of being human. But it's drawing on that resiliency to not give up. And there may be even times where you just, you know, you have that conversation. That's it. I'm done. I give up. I quit. Blah, blah, blah. You know, and then the next day or in a few days or a week later, you're like right back doing it. And a lot of times we don't even realize we're right back doing it. But it's like, you know, we just, you know, it's just human. It's just part of the process. And it's not about beating yourself up. Release it, let it go, get it out, and then continue to move forward. You know? All right, let's get another one for the trust. Let's get another one for the trust, please. Thank you. Yeah, see? We can feel like we are in this just darkness. It's just like, this isn't even going anywhere. This isn't taking me anywhere. This is taking too long. Trust me, I get it. I've said all of those and plenty more. But it is learning to trust. And in that darkness, I mean, the path is still lit up. The tree has the light on it. The moonlight is being reflected. We can see where we're going. And we have rabbit energy here also. So again, if you're in butterflies, the duck, the goose, and the rabbit. So again, if you're someone who looks into animal energy, animal spirits, spirit guides, totem animals, there you go. But yeah, again, it is, I'm not saying it's easy. Trust me, I'm not saying it's easy. Oh, get that? Trust. Very funny. But yeah, even in that darkest time, again, we have light, we have the guidance, we have spiritual help around us. And in the darkness, a lot of times is where we can have those epiphanies, those aha moments. But it's also important in that time to really give yourself self-love. Really take care of yourself. The hydrating, the eating right, the getting enough rest and sleep. Finding something that makes you laugh, whether that's a comedy show, hanging out with your family, or, you know, I don't know, whatever that is to you, going and seeing a bunch of little puppies playing, I don't know, whatever makes you laugh, very important when you're in this stage. And you know, it's a stage, it's just like anything else, it's a stage, it's a season, it comes and goes. What else do we have for the balance card, please? Can we get one more for the balance card? One more for the balance card, please. Thank you. Acceptance. Yeah. And the unexpected. So, acceptance. Interesting. So, and again, for the animals, we have a whole bunch of white doves here, which can talk about love. It can talk about peace. And we start out with love, and we end with love. This can be about self-love. This can be about your masculine and feminine energies within, getting them into shape, getting them balanced, getting them healthy and strong, clearing out the traumas from each one that keeps them off kilter and keep them disjointed from being able to work together within. This can be just receiving that that zap of energy that we sometimes need, especially when we are in these stages here, right? Sometimes we just need that extra zap of energy, or even when we are in that gestation incubation period, we need that extra jolt of juice to keep us going. This can be about spiritual support. For some, it could be about a love relationship coming in, but it could also just be about a friend coming in to be supportive, about a community coming in. But there's this spark, there's this energy. And again, like I was just saying, you know, find your people, find your community, find what is that makes you laugh, find what is that raises your vibration. And that's going to give you that spark of energy that would be needed. And we see the red petals here. Some of them are in the shape of hearts. And again, it goes back to self-love. So there you go. I think I'm just going to leave this one here where it's at for now. And thank you so much for being here. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, hit that thumbs up. And again, just remember, you know, again, it's a process. You know what? Wait a minute. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to ask, you know, if we stick with this process, right? If we stick with this process, what's going to be our probable outcome? Utmost high, you know, God, source, spirit, universe, whatever that is for you. Can you tell us what is going to be the probable outcome? What is the probable outcome? By following this, starting out on our self-love, self-care journey, looking into our beauty internal as well as beauty external, learning to trust, finding that balance. What is the probable outcome of all of this? Seven of Swords. Okay. What else? Seven of Swords. Nine of Cups. What else? What is the probable outcome? Nice. King of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So the probable outcome by doing all of this, working through this process, right? So the Seven of Swords, this is someone who they've made their choice. They know what needs to be left behind, hence the swords that they've tossed to the side. We have fox energy here. They've made their choice. They've made their decision. They are like, okay, these things, this is what I'm taking with me. This is what I've decided to leave behind. I've opened the gate. I'm taking the steps. I'm moving out. I'm making a difference. I'm going to a different place, a different season, a different stage. I'm bringing opportunity to me, right? So this is telling me that this journey is the right thing. And along the journey, there are going to be things that you're going to say, you know what, this just isn't serving me anymore, whatever that is. We have the Nine of Cups here. This is self-contentment. This is reasons to celebrate. This is being very sound and happy with ourselves, within ourselves and with our life. This is abundance to me. This is abundance in our variety of our life areas. And it's, you know, and you notice each of these people are alone. That doesn't mean that you can't have help. It doesn't mean that you can't have a community and or a partner and all that other kind of stuff. It's just saying, you know, we get ourselves into trouble when we look for others to complete us, when we look for others to make us feel fulfilled, when we look to somebody else to make us feel loved, when we look to somebody else to make us feel happy or nurtured or blah, 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 blah. This is why self-love is so important. To start out with the self-love, and it's, you know, that brings us with self-love, self-nurturing, self-care, self-acceptance, moving on and on and on and on. Because when we're looking for everybody else to do that for us, we are so out of our power. We're out of our power. We're giving away our power. We're allowing others to control us. And people are people. Humans are humans. You know, that's just, I don't know about you, but that's way too much power for somebody to have over me. And I've learned that mistake. I didn't just know it. I didn't just always have, you know, no, I had to learn that. And unfortunately, I had learned that the hard way. But, and then we have the King of Pentacles here. Now, yes, again, for some, this could be about a love interest coming in. For others, this could be just you standing in your masculine energy in the sense of you've done the work, you've got yourself together, you are doing well. And this is someone who is abundant in their finances, but it can also, again, mean abundance in a variety of areas, including your finances. It can be someone who had started out on this journey and through this journey has found their niche, whatever that is, right? Yeah, look at that. Got the 10 of Cups. Well, we got the Knight of Cups, so an offering coming in. 2 of Pentacles, going with the flow, keeping things balanced, and a decision to be made. That decision, however, though, there's the High Priestess. So again, see, I was saying how we have to, sometimes we have to make a choice and decision, and we don't have all the facts. We don't know everything, right? But sometimes we have to make a choice to do something, whether that is we're going to just choose to do nothing, or we're going to choose this or that, whatever. But the bottom line is sometimes we have to make a choice or a decision and we don't have all the facts, but we make a choice to do something. And this is about things that are not everything is known. There's, you know, but at the same time, the High Priestess is also about being intuitive and, you know, moving with your intuition. Again, just like I said here with the trust and the balance, right? This woman has all of this in balance. All of these are balanced. They're if you were to look at this strictly from a sizes and like a scale, with the fullness or lack thereof of these planets or moons or whatever they are, this should theoretically be out of balance. But she has it. She has that. And she has to trust her intuition to know how to create this balance. And with the High Priestess here, it's like, yeah, this is about creating this balance. It's trusting your intuition as well as doing the movements. But again, now we've gone from the 9 of Cups to the 10. And there could be an offer coming in, a very heartfelt offer. This could be a love interest, but it could also just be something that is going to help us along the way, whether that is a program that we create, a program that we run across, a course, a workshop, a weekend thing, whether that is a helping hand from a friend, or making new friends, or finding your new community, your new you know, your new soul group, it can be anything. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a love interest. We also have a herring and a crane, and we have the otter, and of course the horse. We also have the white goose, again, the mallard duck. So now we have the male and the female mallard ducks, which, you know, some people would say are the counterparts, you know. There's also a cat, the bees, and more butterflies. But yeah, it really is just, you know, let's ask, who's this King of Pentacles? Who's the King of Pentacles? This could be you, could be a friend, could be, if you have a partner already, could be your partner. Okay. Let's keep going. Give us some more. All right. Oops. All right. So, again, take it how it resonates for you, because this is general, so it's not going to be a cut and dried one answer. So again, for some of you, yeah, this is you. This is you as you go through this journey. You're finding your niche. You're finding your centered self. You're making wise choices and decisions. You are learning how to manage your money. Oh, we also have the red squirrel here. You're learning how to manage your money. You know, for some of you, maybe your masculine energy has been out of whack, and now it's like, okay, now I figured it out. I'm balanced in this with my feminine. For others of you, like I said, could be a love interest, could be just somebody coming in. For others of you seeing this here now, it could be either someone who will, or, you know, yeah. It could be someone that could be creating conflict, disruption, arguing, you know, between yourself and them, which gets in the way of you being able to nurture yourself. Maybe they don't like it that you've taken your attention off of them 24/7 and you're really focusing on yourself, not in a selfish, greedy way, but in a, well, how am I supposed to give to you if I'm out of whack? Because then what I'm giving you isn't healthy, right? Codependency. We don't want that. That's not good. But it could be that this person was someone who has created a lot of conflict, and it's going to come down to a choice or a decision. There's a choice or a decision. You know, again, we have the release card here. What are you going to do? How can you manage and maneuver through this situation that is the most aligned, balanced, and harmonious for you? And then there's this opportunity. There is an opportunity that is going to affect your finances. Because again, I mean, if you stop and you think about it, love and money have a very, very, very similar frequency. I'm sure, well, for those of you who are my clients, we've talked about this, I'm sure, in the past, and I know I've said it in some readings here on the channel, that because love and money have such similar frequencies and vibrations, it is not uncommon, not always, but it is not uncommon that if we have troubles in one area, we have trouble in the other area as well. But there is a choice or a decision that's going to have to be made. Yeah. And so here's the thing too. We got, okay, so we see Union, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands. So here's the thing. This could be about two people both being in their masculine energy. Now, this doesn't mean it's two men, doesn't mean it's two women. It can be a man and a woman. It can be two men. It can be two women. It's just talking about the two masculine energies. This can be about two different people coming into your life, both having a masculine energy. Take that how it resonates for you. We also have two knights. We have the Knight of Wands and we have the Knight of Cups. So I guess what kind of what I'm picking up from this, for some of you, this choice or decision is going to be, am I going to stay with what I have or what is going on here? Or am I going to allow someone new to come into my life? For others of you, this may be two very different people coming in. Because again, as we begin to invest in ourselves, we raise our frequency and our vibration, and this does make us more attractive to other people. It is important to protect our journey, protect the progress we've made, protect our energy. This is not about having people coming in and accepting people coming in that are not aligned for us. And it's not a judgment on them at all. It is simply having good discernment for yourself to keep yourself going on your journey in a healthy, balanced way. Balance. Releasing. I mean, again, do you want to let somebody in who's going to have you running around in this kind of energy all the time again? Or do you want to be with somebody who's going to support the fact that you invest in yourself, because they truly, consciously aware, understand that by you being happy and aligned and balanced and healthy, that they in turn will be getting that kind of a relationship from you. But here's the thing, you need to make sure that they're doing the same thing, that they're doing their own work, whatever that looks like for them. So again, take it how it resonates. But for some of you, it could be about more than one. I'm hearing the word suitor. It's like, who says that anymore? But it could be about more than one person coming in as a love interest. It could be just people coming in who are going to offer advice, support in some way, shape, or form to help you on this journey. But it is important for you to honor your emotions. Honor your emotions, right? But it's equally important for you to acknowledge the truth. Acknowledge the truth. Because who wants to run around constantly in conflict and negativity and arguing and bickering and fighting and negative environments and negative people? And who wants to constantly be this wounded warrior over and over and over again? I don't know about you, but I don't want that anymore. I've been there, done that, don't need it again. We also have, again, the peace dove and dog energy, specifically Maltese. Love Maltese. So there you go. Now we're going to leave it at that. I hope that was better, gave you a little more clarification. I'm glad that that caught my eye. But yeah, so, stay true to you. Keep on your journey. You're doing great. You'll get there. You'll get there. Trust the process and realize when it's in those challenging times, just go deeper into taking care of you. And be gentle with yourself. Accept yourself with where you are. It's not about judging what comes up for you to release. It's about having discernment about it, learning from it, processing and letting it go. All right, great. I thank you guys so much for being here. Again, I hope this resonated with you. And don't forget to hit that like button. And I'll talk to you next time.